In a major win for Christian groups, the Internal Revenue Service will now allow churches and other nonprofits to endorse political candidates without risk of their losing their tax-exempt status. That could lead to more politics from the pulpit. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales joins us with the latest. Erik?
Yes, good evening, Mark. Yes, just to give you a little background about this change is the result of a lawsuit by several religious broadcasters against the IRS. They had challenged a 1954 tax provision known as the Johnson Amendment, arguing that it violated their First Amendment rights. Now, that tax rule prevented churches from participating in political campaigns or even endorsing candidates, but now the IRS has changed its position, a decision that President Trump is praising.
If somebody of faith wants to endorse, I think it's something that I'd like to hear, and I can guarantee you, the people that they're with every Saturday or Sunday, or whenever it is they're with, they want to hear from these people.
President Trump had been trying to get rid of the IRS rule since 2017.
This is a resounding victory for free exercise of religion and free speech. Finally, the IRS is going to be off the backs of houses of worship, and the IRS is going to stop interfering in what pastors say to their flock about issues of moral and political concern.
The IRS now says that political discussions in a house of worship during services amounts to, quote, a family discussion and not an intervention in politics, and there should be no fear of losing their tax exemption status. However, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops says the IRS decision doesn't change how the Catholic Church should engage in public debate. They wrote, quote, the church seeks to help Catholics form their conscience in the gospel so they might discern which candidates and policies would advance the common good. The Catholic Church maintains its stance of not endorsing or opposing political candidates. Democrats I spoke with emphasize the party's commitment to the separation of church and state and say the IRS's decision concerns them. Even Republicans say priests and other Christian leaders should use caution.
The church's primary mission has got to be about spreading the love of God, the word of Christ, and if there is a stand within that is consistent with that, consider it, but be extremely careful.
I would just say exercise some caution here. I think that answer could vary from one administration to the next, and I think it's going to probably end up in some type of a legal situation. I bet it'll get all the way to the Supreme Court.
Another thing that has lawmakers concerned on both sides of the aisle is that the IRS, that this change could actually lay the groundwork for political operatives to make major donations to churches with the hopes of their leaders endorsing one candidate over another. One thing's for sure, the IRS decision is leaving faith leaders and even legal experts divided. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.